cutesy, found family, slice of life, post-apocalyptic giant spider. The words I just said sound interesting to you. You might like Giant Spider and Me, a post-apocalyptic tale, an adorable manga trilogy that follows Naga, a 12-year-old who lives alone in the woods who meets a giant spider named Aza. As their found family grows, not only do you get to see, their adorable adventure, also Naga keeps making delicious looking food step by step with an ingredients list at the end. Look at the pumpkin flan. Look at it. Do you not want that? Eat it. And what slice of life found family post-apocalyptic tale is complete without an adorable cafe in the woods that's actually on a boat? Yeah, it's on a boat. Not only is Aza, the giant spider, adorable, covered in foliage, also behave like a cat on catnip when they drink coffee. As someone who bought these to gift to someone, I am going to be keeping my eyes peeled to get a set for myself, so I really recommend it. It's only 3 volumes, it's a lot of fun, and if you have any book recommendations that are cutesy slice of life, found family in a weird setting, tell me about it. I want to know. I book. I like book. Give me book, please. Are you looking for a book to read in public that screams, I like cottagecore and girl in red? Look no further than Mushroom Girls in Love, an adorable standalone manga about mushroom girls in love. And don't worry, unlike a lot of romances, this isn't the story of them getting together. They get married on the very first page. They were both girls. Ooh. This book is an adorable little adventure about one mushroom girl having to go save her wife after she got kidnapped by a different mushroom girl. This book does in fact pass the Bechdel test, with all of the characters being women. There are no men mushrooms. This book went a lot of places I wasn't expecting it to go, like class disparity, your family not agreeing with the person you married, disability and infertility. Sprinkles a lot of random lore that I wasn't prepared for. By the way, they refer to humans as old gods who just found a planet and changed the atmosphere to oxygen, and then left, I guess. The only remnants being spiders and weird horse creatures, kind of. I am very confused, but it's very intriguing. So much just lore that's dropped and then just never talked about. Just like a sprinkling of world building. I really like it. It's a cute little adventure that already has an established relationship, which isn't something I see a lot when I am reading Yuri manga. So if you have any recommendations of standalone Yuri mangas that have established relationships, please tell me. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's mushroom time, baby. How you doing? Standalone sport romance manga are all words to describe the girl I want is so handsome. A very thick standalone manga about a high school student crushing on her upperclassman who just so happens to be on the basketball team. And while she doesn't know anything about basketball, she's willing to learn to get closer to the girl she's crushing on. And when she tries to confess, there is a hilarious misunderstanding leading her to instead be the basketball manager. Now, it's a short read, even though it's thick. This girl is very easily distracted, handsome, and with big boobs. It is 13 plus. Don't worry, this isn't the only queer couple we get to see in the book. The basketball team captain also happens to be dating another player. Ooh, intrigue. It's contemporary, it's gay, it's adorable, it's a standalone. What's not to love? Maybe sports, I don't know. Look, if you get distracted by big boobs, it's fine. I recommend it. It's a quick read. It's adorable. Have you ever played a dating sim and thought, you know what, this is great and all? That non-dateable character right there who is my love arrival, I want to date them because, like, I mean, you guys are great, but, like, no, That's the story of I'm in Love with the Villainess, which is the story of Ray Taylor, a girl who gets isekai'd into her favorite dating sim, and she just wants to date her rival. That's it. She is in love with the villainess. It's an isekai Yuri. It's an isekai Yuri. An isekai Yuri. She goes around the entire story just like, hey, I am in love with Claire. I love her. She's the best. Claire is, swear to God, you motherfuckers are gonna be like, that's not how that's pronounced. I'm not Japanese, motherfucker. Tsundere. God damn it, I'm not Japanese. She's mean to her, cause she's like, I don't like you, get away from me, you're gross and smelly comedy, blah. She wants to date Claire. She doesn't think that's gonna happen. She's like, I'm in love with you, so I'm gonna support you through, like, whatever decisions you're making here, right? And so she's, like, helping her. She like, tries to help her, like, hang out with her crush, who is a prince, who gets a haircut in one of the books, unintentionally. The fourth book, I feel like everyone needs a warning for the fourth one, because there's a guy in here who's like, yeah, incest. It's also forbidden love. Just like Yuri. No, it's not. Japan, this and citrus, what the fuck? Right? She's the main character. So she's just like overpowered to like the highest degree. She goes so far as to get a job as her maid, just so she can be around her all the time when she's annoyed the shit out of her. She like befriends a baby blob monster. Cutest thing. And she names it Ray Claire, because it's like their ship name. Some spin-off light novels that I haven't read. Don't really want to, but there are 5 currently out in the main series. I think it's a lot of fun. Look at Ray Claire. Right, just doing her little scribbles. She calls her tsundere. She doesn't. I think it's really cute. If you have any isekai Yuri suggestions, please tell me. Please. This is mine. Give me yours. Need more book for shelf, please. Imagine if Medusa fell in love with a blind girl. It is essentially the plot of Beauty and the Beast Girl, which is a Yuri manga about a beast girl who lives in the woods and who met a blind girl when she was out on a walk one day. Didn't even have a name until Lily gave her one. Heath. For the record, all of the characters in this book are named after flowers. It even tells you, like, in the very back of the book, it gives you the little breakdown of like all of the characters and their names and like what that specific flower symbolizes. It's adorable. All either of them wants is a friend, and that's what they get. And like, of course, in any Beauty and the Beast story, there's someone trying to keep them away. No, she's a monster. You can't be in love with her. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, it's so cute. It's so cute. And there's a plot twist. There's so many plot twists that I'm not gonna tell you about because it would spoil the thing, but like, oh, it's cute. It's so cute. Oh, dear. Also, I was not prepared. What? I was not prepared for that. As a neurodivergent individual, I was not prepared for this book to, like, call me out on invisible disabilities and I realized something. If I couldn't do something, I was a burden. If I could, people would doubt whether or not I was really disabled. No matter how hard I tried, there was someone pitying me, and there was someone offended by me. Lily, sweetie pie, you did not have to come for my throat like that. You did not have to say you reading that book right now. If you're queer, you're probably mentally ill too. First off, adorable. Second off, why did you come for my throat like that, dear? Sweet Mary and Joseph. The tea is piping, Lily. First meet, Heath is like, you know, disguising who she is, right? Because she's like, I'm a monster, I can't let her know. So she's like, oh yeah, I'm not from around here, I'm a traveler. And she's like, oh, she probably thinks I'm a man because I have a deep voice. And plot twists happen, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but read this book, oh my... There's so many plot twists that I can't tell you about, but they're so cute, and you have to read it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Also, something I was not expecting in the author's note, and it probably should have. In the special thanks, one of the like little bubbles says, well, thanks for reading all of this. I hope to see you again sometime. Non-human Yuri forever. All I'm saying is you're welcome that I'm not spoiling you, but read it. So, hear me out here, alright? Yuri harem. Yuri harem. All I'm saying, Yuri harem. Look, okay, this book is about a girl who had a crush on her best friend in high school, and they graduated, and she's like, I'm gonna tell her, and then she finds out she has a boyfriend, she's like, fuck. But I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna get a girlfriend, and everything is gonna be fine, I'm gonna get a girlfriend, and it's all, don't worry about it. I don't have to worry about anything, because everything's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna get a girlfriend, right? And basically, ends up with 5 different crushes who all like her. And she's like, I don't know what's happening right now. The first person she meets is the only other classmate who isn't partnered up with someone. And it just so happens that she's like a model in her spare time and has big tits. She's like a model in her spare time, but is like really sheltered. And like, I mean, kissing is something you don't do until after you're married, right? This girl is also like a scantily clad model, and it's a funny juxtaposition, haha. Second love interest. Her school counselor, who straight up she calls mommy. And then there's her like counselor, who she straight up like in her brain calls mommy. First time she sees her, like, look at this. Look at this girl. She's like... Next person she meets is a pair of diagonal cutters who works at a coffee shop. Next love interest she meets is a pair of diagonal cutters who works at a coffee shop wearing a little suit, you know what, it's gonna be really easy for me to find her because she's my favorite character, and so all of hers are different color tab than everyone else. But look at her, she's like that one, I like it. And in the back of the book, right, they're talking about like, oh, what was my like thought process behind it, the like afterward, and she's like, it's really hard not to just call it an author's note, goddamn. But in the author's note at the back of the book, she's talking about how, like, oh yeah, no, I figured I'd make, like, each one of them, like, fall in love with something different about her. And, like, from what I can, like, figure out so far, right, the model likes holding her hands and, like, the way she feels. The, like, counselor is, like, really into, like, her, like, psychology and the way she thinks. And she's like, oh, you're so cute, you never lie to me. The barista really likes her voice, and she has, like, a sound kink. It's really funny when, like, the main character finds it out, because she, like, she's, like, in the sound booth, right, for, like, the school play, and she, like, makes her listen to something, and, like, you just see her face getting redder, and then, like, she plays it over the speakers, and she's like, so I just played the wrong thing for you, and then she has, like, a mental breakdown, just like, don't look at me, it's fine, and I'm like, this is funny, and also cute. The next character we get introduced to, someone straight up calls her Kissing Senpai, because she likes the way people taste. Like, so she's in the school theater, and she just likes kissing people and seeing how they taste, and also, like, different foods and stuff. And her name's Karen, by the way. Straight up, her name is Karen. This is Karen. Her name's Karen. Karen. Oh, and then, what weirdo are we going to meet next? Just her roommate, who is obsessed with the way she smells. Straight up the way she meets this roommate, right? She gets home, first day in her dorm, she face plants, falls asleep. Her roommate comes in, doesn't like the way her clothes smell, and then it just, like, takes all her clothes off and, like, passes out next to her. And she wakes up just cuddling with this naked stranger. She's like, what is happening? It's like that weird thing where, like, they're topless, but they don't have nipples. I'm like, okay, I was not prepared for this, but, like, neither were you, clearly, because there's no nipple. The weird sniffing girl, right? She does political science. She's a political science major, and she's, like, extremely smart. And she's like, yeah, no, don't worry. Like, I love the way you smell. So, like, if you wanted, I could just, like, do all of this work, and then, like, you just get to come on trips with me, because your smell is so good. And there's only 2 of them. There's only 2 of them so far. I'm morbidly curious on this. And also, Yuri harem is not... I want to see more of this. Please and thank you. Please, if you have suggestions, tell me, because there's no sense... It's not finished. I need more information here, please. If you know Yuri harem, suggest it, because my brain is dying for... What? It's so cute, but what? Alright, bye-bye.